Come with me and my husband on our 20th year anniversary celebration in a place that our son recommended years ago for us to go to, and it's ironically called GoPlace. It's located in Markham, which is just outside of Toronto. It's in a plaza, so it's a little inconspicuous from the outside, but boy, when you open that door, the magic happens. It has a glorious entryway, not super huge, but the ceilings are really high, which just makes it look so magnificent. We went to check in, and the process goes as follows. You have to give them your ID, and they give you a card to enter with, as well as a bracelet. This bracelet is what you're going to use to access all the amenities. You have to insert the card for the gate to open, and then you go up this huge escalator. Like, look at the height, folks. It looks amazing as you're going up. I feel like I'm on a ride at Disney World. You get to the top, and there's like a little lobby with beautiful furniture, and I was just excited, as you can tell. There's a gentleman at the top of the stairs that asks you to put your shoes in the locker, so you take your shoes off before you enter the gender-specific locker rooms. So the lockers require the same bracelet that you're going to use throughout the entire stay to access entry. They give you these cute little robes or shorts and tops that you use throughout your stay. They do have robes available to rent, as well as slippers. My husband changed his clothes, but we had decided we're going to the gym first, so he went back to put his gym clothes back on. You are allowed to wear your gym attire into the gym. Now look at these ceilings. The books are available for you to read in the lounge areas, and there's so many to choose from. I don't know how you're supposed to see the ones at the top, but it doesn't matter because the space is gorgeous. The lounging area is spacious. You don't need to actually interact with anybody. It was pretty quiet. We got there first thing in the morning, which was nice because we can roam around and see everything without interrupting people. There were a few people there already sleeping, to be honest, which surprised me, but it shouldn't be much of a surprise when you consider this place is open 24 hours a day. It is open 365 days a year. So here's the gym. We entered the gym. You don't have shoes on. Remember, you took them off at the front. So they do have sneakers available, which seemed a little gross to me at first, but they do have those slip-on foot covers that you can put on to put the sneakers, and they do sanitize them all. They sanitize everything. This gym is flawless. It is immaculate. There are cleaners everywhere, constantly sanitizing and cleaning, and I loved the fact that when we got there, it was completely empty. It was all to ourselves. There's the card game table that you can use and get board games to play there. I jumped on the elliptical. I wasn't trying to do an over strenuous workout, but I did want to get some activity in because I felt like we're going to be lounging for most of the day. So we headed back, changed back into our Squid Game uniform, and look at this stall in the bathroom. I don't know if you caught the height on that, but this place literally gives you the feeling that everything just has so much grandeur. I jumped back out of the locker room, grabbed Mr. Men, and we started to roam around to see what we wanted to engage in first. They have all these lounge chairs, which is very inviting, as I said, to just relax, kick back. You can lay down, take a nap. We just wanted to walk around and get familiar with where everything was. Now this is the dining room straight ahead. We didn't go in there because we weren't hungry or anything. This is another lounge area. So this ceiling thing really captivates me. The furniture is fabulous. The decor is wonderful. It definitely gives you that relax, come and enjoy vibe. This is one of the sauna rooms. So this is a gate room. I'll get into more of what the health benefits are for each sauna later on. Look at these damn chairs, the tables, like everything around here just caught my eye because everything is so visually pleasing. You just want to stare and investigate and be nosy about every single thing. I was staring into the space and didn't realize that there was a cute little couple of girls that I think were there for a bridal shower. The biggest thing, people, is that you have to be very quiet. They don't allow loud noise. This is a computer room, so if you got to do work, for all you work from home people, this is somewhere that you can go during the day and still get work done. Straight ahead is the amethyst room to the left. So this is another healing room. So the properties of each have their own benefits, which I will go through individually, but it's very serene and peaceful. The lounge chairs, as I said, unlimited. There's no reason for anybody to get to this place and say that they couldn't relax or that they seemed bothered by anybody. The comfort room seemed like a place that you can go in and just dull your senses. There's a screen at the front, so my husband thought that maybe it can be used for screening purposes, which it could be, but it was so dark and quiet and peaceful in this space. There's very light, gentle music playing. There were actually people in there, but you couldn't even see them, so I didn't want to intrude with my camera. This is the volcanic rock room, which, as you imagine, was very hot. We did go in there and decided to go into the ice room, which understandably did not have anywhere to lay down. You sat upright, and when you go in there after the warm room, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, but after a while you can feel the cool, and just like ice baths are supposed to be extremely beneficial for inflammation. I can understand why you have this ice room that you can go into intermittently throughout the day. We decided to go into the amethyst room, and I love amethyst stones, so these just caught my eye immediately. Beautiful, beautiful, huge natural stones. It didn't feel quite as intrusive in this room for me to film because it had the glass where everybody could see each other. So I got a little more footage there, but I just want to take you around the lounging areas. I spotted this little R2-D2 looking thing that was rolling around on its own, and I wasn't sure what it was for initially, but we'll get back to that. The next room we decided to go into is the agate room. So all of these other rooms outside of the ice room are pretty warm. And look at this, it looks like you're in a cave. It's in a circular formation, so everybody's laying on these mats, so the entire floor is covered in mats, and you just kind of pick your area, lay on the floor, you relax, you enjoy. There were people stretching in them, which makes perfect sense because as your body relaxes and warms up, you're able to stretch a bit further. R2-D2 passed us again, and I noticed there were cups on them, so I started understanding what the process was here. This is the dining room we were walking through, so I just wanted to take a view of what was going on in here. I noticed that there were waiters, but not really wait staff. They're kind of just guiding you to your seat, and they had QR codes on the table. So apparently what you do is you go to the tables, you use the QR code, pull up the menu, order what you like, and they know where you are, so they just bring it to you. So nobody's coming to take your order. We weren't hungry or anything, so we went back into the main lounge area outside of the dining room because I just wanted a tea. Then I see the R2-D2 coming, and I was still curious, so I decided I was going to stop it and figure out what exactly this cat-faced robot does. And I realized that I hit the screen and it paused, and I noticed the cups on the side. And then I read that it was heading to the infrared beds, which are just behind us there. So I didn't want to interrupt. We sat down and I opened the menu with the QR code. So this is the list of items on the menu that you can order outside of the restaurant. No food. You can order a fruit tray, but primarily drinks. And it was a very simple, seamless process. The QR code on my phone wasn't working, but somebody was there immediately with a tablet to give it to us and have us order what we wanted. The prices are reasonable. You put your bracelet number, as I said, that's what's going to give you access to everything, and your table number, and you turned around and it was like magic. Somebody just pops up and they give you what you need. There's R2-D2 bringing our stuff. We got the tea, and Derek decided to get a slushie, and he thoroughly enjoyed it, as you can see. I loved this little cute thing that they had for the cups because I need my tea super hot. I reheat my tea at least 4 to 5 times, so that was perfect for me. We decided after we got our drinks, we sat for a bit and decided, why are we sitting when we can go and lounge out and enjoy the view and people watch, because, you know, that's what we do. So we found a little cubby. It got significantly busier at this point. As you can tell, there are more people wandering around. It was about 12:30 in the afternoon, and we decided after our drinks we're going to hit some of the rooms. So we were trying to go into the salt room, but at this point, because it was getting so busy, it was already full. And then we were going to go to the jade room, and we hit the jade room, which was wonderful. I'll give you the healing properties of that later on. So we decided we wanted a little activity again and went back into the fitness gym where there is a pool table. I love this idea because we love to play pool. So we played a round of pool and headed back over to the salt room, which now had availability. So again, it's one of those round little caves. All of these rooms are warm, so keep that in mind. Now this is the bathroom outside of the dining area, which I was very impressed that all of them were closed. I like that idea. I headed in. Somebody left toilet paper, so that was a little rude. But look at these buttons. They had buttons everywhere. So of course I was curious and I needed to start fidgeting around and playing with them. See what these things do. There you go. Voila. Opens the toilet seat. Light comes on. There's a bidet. They have a light mist and then they have a heavier flow for the water pressure. Seat goes down. They had a light flush. They had a heavy flush. I guess that's for number 1 or 2. But I love the idea that you didn't actually have to touch anything but the buttons. And you can tell that it was all well sanitized. And you can use the tissue and touch the buttons if you felt uncomfortable. So I got out to wash my hands. Couldn't figure it out at first, but this beautiful crystal ball at the side is what actually controlled the faucet that was hanging from the ceilings. Everything about this place was actually interesting, beautiful, smelt good, relaxing. If you have $100 and you want to enjoy yourself thoroughly, they give you actually a 2-hour window that you can leave and come back if you like. You don't pay for anything until you're leaving, and they take it all from your wristband that they gave you at the beginning. It feels like a resort. It's a resort for the day in Toronto, well, just north of Toronto. But how wonderful is that you can experience this right here in your own city? And who actually knew? But now you know. To get out, you got to use the card. You're not jumping any fences. They'll grab you. You can tell the security guards are all there waiting. Enjoy your day, folks. Head over to GoPlace in Markham.